Merry Christmas, criminals. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. Last time we took down the Electrocutioner. He went down like a chump. And we also got into a bit of a scuffle with, well, the entirety of the Penguin's annual boiler deck fights. It didn't go well for them. This time we're going to continue tracking down the Penguin, and to do that, we have to go through his secretary, Tracy.
Can't say I'll miss the first fucking. What do you think he'll call it? Final offer 2? Final offer is the final offer. As in final, as in you can't make another one. Good point. Well, maybe a new name's good luck. We could use it. Especially the back.
Well, he might be. I keep looking for a spot where I can do a double ledge takedown on these guys, but it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, who'd think to break into this ink? All part of Penguin's plan, I'm sure. Question is, can Tracy stop him before he gets to the boss? I ain't that worried about it. Tracy, she knows what she's doing. She's tough, ain't she? Oh, on everything but the ice. What is that?
Baczynski's come to, and now he's on the lam. I should have tied him up and called the cops to get him. Alfred, I had a run-in with one of the assassins, Lester Baczynski.
The Electrocutioner. Are you all right?
Yes, but he managed to escape. His gloves put out a strong electromagnetic pulse. If you can isolate the signal, I'll be able to track him down.
I'll get to work on that. Where are you off to now?
I'm on my way to the Final Offers casino. I'm going to make Penguin's assistant show me to her boss.
You know, for how easy the Electrocutioner went down, he got up surprisingly fast. The guy must have some, I don't know, I guess he's got good recovery, but no stamina. Which, you know, that's okay. I mean, if all the thugs Batman fought gets up as quickly as that guy did, he'd probably be in more trouble every night. I mean, it's only been, what, 5-6 minutes? Meanwhile, within the Final Offer, there's this nice little lounge bar here. You can see they've got all these different little decorations, you know, celebrating Christmas and the New Year. And there's even one thug who, well,
Casino. Penguin's assistant.
He must have started his party a little bit too early.
Find Cobblepot's office.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Serious? We gotta move this cash before the bat gets here.
Right. Hey, you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking you should shut the hell up and pack the money.
But so much. much. He ain't gonna miss it if I just get a little Christmas bonus.
You hear about the last guy who lifted a few bucks? Penguin told him he could work it off. At the bottom of the harbor.
Hey, I was just asking.
Less asking, more packing. Come on in!
Aren't you a persistent pain in my bottle? Mr. Cobblepot ain't taking new visitors, and there ain't no way I'm letting you into the theatre to see him, so you can be on your merry way. Show him the door, lad.
Where the hell did this guy come from? Like, I saw where the big group of them came from, you know, that little sliding wall behind me, but man, there was an entire group came out of nowhere. Penguin's sneaky.
Do it. Give it to him good.
Anybody runs? And it's dead.
Cobblepot finds out he's come this far, we're all done for. Take him down.
Somebody do something! You went...
Fight like a bunch of old biddies. Take it then. Come on, lads. Impress me now.
You made your point!
Sounds like Cobblepot's office is connected to the theater, and the entrance is controlled from that security room.
Before going too far, these dollar signs right here are actually hiding a secret. There's nothing in particular to show you that you're doing the right thing there. It's just one of those, well, they shine a detective mode, so you must have to hit them, right? Anyway, we'll grab the last physical upgrade we can grab for now, is just the critical counter. Much like with your critical strikes, if you press the strike button at the right time, you get a ×2. This works the same way for counters, but in my experience, it's a lot harder to get a critical counter done.
The damn thing she can do about it.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. Ain't like she's making enough she can tell me what to do.
Yeah, you're right. You can't let him get the upper hand.
That's what my dad always said. Of course, Mom would slap him right after.
Well, it's true. Let's kill this son of a bitch. Where is he? See? I told you. Nothing to worry about. There's only one of him.
So, this little combat encounter is a little strange. There's only 3 guys with 2 guns, and you know, there's not really a good way to engage them aside from just hop into it, which, well, in all fairness, works out pretty well. It takes them a while to actually shoot.
Not in a theatre. Step out for a second, give me an hand. I can't. He's doing business. You know what that means. Yeah. Getting up. Serious issues out here. Come on, Frank. You got a whole boat full of problems. What about that secretary? You can ask one. He'll be fine. Not some boat in a fancy suit. He's naughty. And he's mopping the floor with our best and brightest. I don't know, saying too much. I don't know.
Just handle it, sister. He's calling me back in.
Oh, now I'm really deep in it. Candy! She's earned herself a dry slap, she has.
That better be lip gloss you're reaching for.
Come on! Enough's enough! Open her up and let me out! I knew you didn't have what it takes to fight me fair! Cobblepot ain't gonna be happy when he hears about this! Ain't funny!
Rather than taking the elevator back down, I prefer to take the classy way out.
Oi! You can't do this!
And with the bars out of the way, we can make our way straight into the theater.
son. You know you ain't welcome here. And you know what we do to trespassers? Well, you're about to find out, ain't ya?
Or not. So, say hello to the Enforcer Thug. These guys, well, let's see, they function a lot like the Titan Thugs, I would say. Only with all of the, irritation.
They ain't gonna recognize your body when I'm done with you.
They have less stamina overall, which is fantastic, because going through some of those Titan Thugs could be irritating as hell. But they get taken out just as simply. Unfortunately, there's no rodeo strikes with them, but, you know, sacrifices must be made, right? Also, they have disappearing corpses. Even so, the Enforcer is a huge man, and you can't counter any of his abilities, you just have to stay out of the way. So, on the way to the theater, you see a couple movie posters like The Pirates of Penzance and Othello. And, actually, if you look back in this corner here, there's a very easily destructible wall. Which, surprise, surprise, is hiding a data pack. But the real interesting section here is actually right here in the center.
Behold, the final offer. Ain't she a beauty? And to think I bought her for a song with a band of Somali pirates. They were gonna sell her for scrap, if you can believe it. Now, she weren't always called the final offer. That was my work of genius. In a previous life, she was the hybrid cargo cruise liner Olivia B. Meredith. A proud old ship indeed. They don't build them like this anymore. Tough as nails, and with all the amenities a man could want. Those pirates don't know what they let slip through their fingers.
So an interesting note with that little monologue there is that the Olivia B. Meredith is actually a homage to the original character who played the Penguin in the '66 Batman series, Burgess Meredith.
You gotta know, Mr. Falcone's not gonna stand for this.
You wanna end up on ice like your friends.
You scum, all of you. You got no idea what you're about.
You don't get it. The Falcones are done. Finished.
A dying empire.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
You calling
Me, it's from the Bible.
I ain't never read that book. But if you're the playing type, maybe you should shut your mouth for your boss tells my boss what he wants to do. What do you guys say? Swing.
Women, fishes. Oh, that's original. You think of that yourself, you low-class?
So, back to that Burgess Meredith a bit. One of the things Arkham Origins seems to have lost out on is it doesn't have as much polish, and it doesn't have as many, well, sheer references to other parts of the DC universe as Arkham City did, or even Arkham Asylum. But what it does have is it has a lot of subtle references. You've got things like Burgess Meredith, and hopefully I'll be able to pull up a couple other things in the game later on. But there's just all sorts of little things that work together very nicely. Even so, the challenge I'm doing for this bread room is finish the room without being spotted, which is fairly easy. Just take out the isolated thugs, and the last one, this guy right here, he's got a pretty good view of the room, so you'll want to take him out next. Just make sure you're not spotted doing the inverted takedown. And then with him out of the way, once the other two thugs come to investigate, it's just one smoke pellet away from victory.
What is this?
What do you want? I didn't do nothing.
Who's your boss? What does Penguin want with him?
Alberto Falcone, but I got no idea what Penguin wants with him, I swear. I don't know what your game is, but old man Falcone will be in your debt if you take Cobblepot down. He's right through that door back there.
No thanks. I don't need the Falcones in my debt.
And so with them out of the way, we'll grab one more data pack, just because, well, I'm here, it's here. It's a match made in heaven. And, we'll go ahead and tell the Penguin that we disapprove of his business practices.
Now, where were we? Candy?
You suggested little Alberto over here. Hey, baby. Tried to convince his father to take early retirement. He disagreed and called you a, let's see, psychotic little bastard.
No, 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 please!
Now you best listen, Falcone. 'Cause this is the last time I'll ask. What are you gonna tell your father?
That we're getting out of the weapons business. I promise. I'll make him do it.
I see your lips flapping, Bernie. But they ain't making the sound I want to hear. Uh-oh. You idiots better keep...
Please! Don't hurt me!
Of course, in order to really talk to the Penguin, we'll have to make sure that we've got his undivided attention.
Kick his ass, you numpty brat! Punch him in the face! Now hold on. Hold on a bloody minute! I seen your act! I ain't done nothing you not done!
Black Mask, put a bounty on my head. Where is he?
I don't keep tabs on every geezer with a grudge. You're not a popular bloke in this town.
You're running out of time.
Wait. Lacey Towers. There was a murder. It was supposed to be his same house. Or Black Mask. He's got problems of his own, I'd say. Someone broke in there.
It appears the game is over before it even begins.
I'm not playing games, Slade. Tell me where I can find Black Mask.
The limit you placed on yourself will make collecting this money all too easy.
Say hello to Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke the Terminator. Told you this was a boss arena. So, this fight's very reminiscent of the Ra's al Ghul fight from Arkham City, but, well, I think this one feels a bit better myself. It's very much focused on a series of strikes and counter-strikes. Half the time when you're attacking Slade, he may actually try to counter you, and then you'll have some pretty strict timing on making your counters. Every time you see the game go sort of cinematic, well, not right here, because this is a small cinematic. And so phase 1 is down. But yeah, half the time when you're attacking Slade, he'll actually engage you in a counter move. And during these counter moves, you have to press the counter button at the right time, or else you're going to have trouble. If you just try mashing the counter button, it's going to go poorly for you. Also, he'll shoot this little claw at you and try to grab one of these explosive containers at you. But if you're quick on your feet, you can counter it and just throw it at him. But as I was saying, you can't just mash the counter button whenever you're in one of these little counter strikes here, because if you do, he will hit you. If you press it too early, and if you're trying to anticipate where it's coming, he will most definitely hit you. And unfortunately, I do that once. I just missed a perfect fight. But for every phase Slade goes through, his little counter section here gets a little bit more strenuous. It'll start coming out more complicated once his mask comes off. And in the next phase, which, spoilers, there's another phase, they'll become a lot faster. Even so, Slade's not a particularly hard fight. He just requires you to pay attention. And in the event that you do miss this, you've only got a limited amount of time before he, well, zeroes in on you and shoots a bullet in your face. Also, worth noting is that anytime you find yourself in a corner there, it'll go into that little cinematic where Batman kind of drags him out and throws him back in the middle. Which is useful. It keeps you from getting too squared up in one single corner of the map. And of course, in the third phase, Slade's going to pull out his sword, which, well, look at this guy, he's so intense. But as I'm playing the game on hard, and there's my one screw up, shame on me, missed my perfect fight. But since I'm playing the game on hard mode, this fight just kind of drags on a little bit, especially the third phase. It seems like, well, honestly, the second and the third phase just feel like they go on too long. It's okay, it's still really fun to play. And, you know, it's something you don't want to rush too much into. Just, you know, focus on the counters and you'll be good to go. But I still, I'm pretty sure it's because I'm on hard. But if he just had a little bit less health, it would be a lot more fun to me. And perhaps less of a slog to watch, too. Slade's one of those characters. He's appeared somewhat as both a hero and well, a villain and an anti-hero, I should say. You might remember him if you're a fan of the old animated series Teen Titans. He was the antagonist for season 1 and 3, I believe. But he's also appeared as the leader of the Titans East, which was a, well, villainous counterpart to the Teen Titans. And let's just say he has quite a few problems of his own.
It's over, Slade. What are you?
Nice seeing you, Batman. Feel free to let yourself out.
I can't let Penguin get away. There's more I need to ask him.
And of course, with Deathstroke out of the way, much like Mega Man, we get a new toy. The remote claw is what he was using to drag those little explosive canisters to us, and we can use it in much the same way. It's definitely very useful, and it more or less replaces the line launcher. You don't get the line launcher in this game, you get the remote claw, which it's not bad, I like it.
I can use Deathstroke's device to get up to the balcony.
The only downside is it has less utility because there's only certain places you can use it. But for the next upgrade, I can't grab the next one here, which is a special combo boost, so I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading my ballistic armor. Well, actually I take that back, I'm going to upgrade the remote claw. So one thing at a time, but this will allow us to do some different takedowns when we're up on the claw. But what you'll do, point at one of these anchor spots, and it will sometimes automatically go to the neighboring one. But then you can grapple up to it,
I took from Deathstroke to grapple out of here.
and you can either walk back and forth one side or the other, or if you're already facing a direction, you can do a zipline on it. Overall, it's a very useful tool, and it will be seeing quite a bit of use throughout the game.
You'll have more luck getting into a nun's skivvies than getting into this room. Go on then, beat it a bit harder. Really make me feel it. Well, as you can see, I got me answer. Have a Merry Christmas, and piss off.
Alfred, see if you can find any information on a murder at Lacey Towers.
Looks like the police are on the scene now, sir. Oh, and this is interesting. They're saying Black Mask is the victim.
Black Mask dead. I'm on my way there now.
That's it for this episode. Please join me next time when we investigate the death of Black Mask.